Oh, dude. We've got to... I want to do a virtual rail fan of this railroad. This is a model railroad, but have you ever looked them up? Southern Alberta Rail.
No.
It's a Canadian railroad.
Oh.
It's N scale. It's huge, and it's just, oh, my God. Like, I'd like to do that. Anyways, let's settle on a thing. Cool railroad videos. Santa Fe Survivors, Superfleet today. Not so much. What do we want to do? Let's get to things you should know about rail fanning at Tehachapi Pass. No.
No.
All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much for tuning in to Railroads Rock Show. And my name is Timmy D. That is
Engineer Evan.
And, well, let's get into it. Today we're going to be doing a virtual rail fanning session. Watch along. The link will be posted. Or if you just want to watch the display on the screen, so be it. Anyways, having said that, let's highball. Here we go.
Let's go.
All right.
Yes.
All right, today we are should we start from the beginning here?
Do it.
Yeah, let's go. So this is Charles Smiley Presents. And it is the Freight West, 1970s, 80s on Tehachapi.
Oh, there you go.
Boom.
That's not near Bakersfield. It's Tehachapi.
Well, it's the start. What would that be?
That's in the 90s.
Yeah, look at that. It's Jeep
the
60.
Best way to go from Bakersfield
That's
to
West Tehachapi. I don't know what this
through the
clown's talking about.
Tehachapi Pass. That may sound easy, but it wasn't always that way. This line was completed in 1876.
Was it, though?
The name Tehachapi is said to come from a borrowed
its summit.
Waiassu word that refers to a hard climb. It's a good description of how it must have seemed in the early 1800s.
It's not Edison. What is this clown's?
That looks like Edison.
It's
What are you talking
Edison?
Bro, this is like
Summit.
Look at you know what? I feel like I'm getting you're getting upset. Should we watch something else?
Charles Frownley is what his name should be. Because he's getting it all wrong. Dude, we run these railroad all the time.
You're getting upset.
I am.
I thought we were just virtual.
Okay, we'll just
rail
watch.
fanning.
Sorry. The color commentating will stop. Sorry.
As the crow flies, that would only be about a mile
Do you want
and a
to?
half.
Do you want to
Yeah, well,
fact check this dude in real time?
No, I don't. I don't care. Yeah, I'm just,
Do you though? Because it seems like you do care. Maybe we should watch something.
No,
else.
just let it play. Give me 2 more frames. If it's still, this is Caliente.
Oh, look, he's right there. Okay, here we go.
I mean, I like these perspectives. These are different angles I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Look at that R box is totally beautifully yellow. That's rare.
Back when things weren't filled with graffiti.
That's a hot train, though. Look at all those trailers.
Those.
This train is heading toward the famous.
He's talking too
Tehachapi
much.
Loop.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
This train is heading
Look
back
at all
to
the
Bakersfield
water.
and
Holy
Cleveland.
smokes.
These
Remember
things
when
were
we had
taken
all that
after a
crazy
very
flooding
Yeah.
this last year?
Yeah.
And what's his name? Mark Gowan?
Yeah, Mark Gowan.
And he went up there.
McGowan.
Mark McGowan. He
Mark
went up there
McGowan.
and was like
still exists.
filming all that area.
yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. Like the Caliente River
Yeah.
was super flowing.
Definitely a river.
Because normally we're used to it being a trickle.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Caliente Trickle.
Yeah. So this is obviously is pre-82 because a lot of this area is totally different now because of
The
the
SP
flood.
granted trackage rights to competitor Santa Fe.
Yeah, there's the
in
big oak. See it? The
1899.
big oak?
Here's
Yeah.
the
I've watched
SP
trains under that
with
tree many
abundant lumber
times.
loads.
Very
Santa
cool.
Fe
Where is that?
train running
It's Caliente.
the opposite
We don't
direction.
even model the big oak. It really pisses me off, actually.
I think it's time we do.
Screw it in and just put it in there.
What is that? Is that when it still had a westbound siding and an eastbound siding?
I don't know if
Is
it had
this
the siding.
pre-flood?
This is pre-flood. This is pre-82.
So pre-flood, they still had the east and westbound siding,
So
right?
everything was there, but I don't know if it was
Utilized?
utilized. Yeah.
Huh. When did they stop utilizing that track, I wonder?
Maybe mid-70s. See how it's all. See, there's the house track and all that. That's
Yeah.
all. That's before the flood. The flood washed all this away.
Look at that Santa Fe Jeep 30. I love
cool.
Jeep 30s.
Looks like a helper set.
Look at the size of that rotary beacon on the top.
Oh,
On both of them.
that's cool.
Something
man.
about a Santa Fe unit and
That's where the
freight
station used to be.
scheme.
You can see where the station used to be right there.
Santa Fe unit and freight scheme.
New York Central box, right? That's cool. CNW. My dad was always like, look at these trains. Look at all the cool road names in there.
Like that single 89-foot flat with one trailer.
A large horseshoe curve reverses direction to
I love
climb
it.
up to tunnels
Look
1
at that.
and 2,
Wow.
It's so neat to see
So
that
different.
perspective.
So different.
Why? Because there's not a bunch of containers
No, because
and
no,
trailers.
no, because the flood literally changed the topography of this area. This doesn't look anything like this now. Not like see how this little road and the fence there?
Yeah.
Like that's modeled on our layout, but you would never know it now because this whole area washed away now. Like the whole town, it was wild. It was crazy.
It's a 40-2 on the front.
Yeah, wow. Hot train, man. See that? You got hot merchandise up front and then all the trailers.
SD40, SD45, another SD45-2, a couple tanks.
What in those tank cars could be so hot that they're
Trains
putting them
cross
on
over
there?
Bealville Road. You can just make out the end of this downhill SP train on the upper right.
That has to be springtime. Look at the purple flowers.
1 and 2.
It's deceptive. I almost thought that was water.
No, that's those purple. What do you call them?
Lilacs. I don't know.
There's your G action 4-car.
I love the U-boats, man. They were
How dirty those cars are. Wow.
SP cars, baby.
Yeah.
All right, where are we at?
Go to
Tunnel 1.
Okay.
Nice. This is great. He's moving quick.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. Nice.
Make it snappy. Show me what I need to see. All right, I've seen the map. Let's keep going.
Charles, come on. There you go. Tunnel 2.
That's when it's still, look at it, it has the L window.
He still this one downhill, though. I think he's about to stall.
My God.
Charles,
that tunnel motor, those tunnel motors always looked so burly to me. With that giant.
Look at that SD40 is just dark. Dirty.
Must have come from Donner. Or just hanging out on Tehachapi. Yeah. I love when those tunnel motors used to have the 4 lights, though.
Yep.
They had the.
Look at okay, can I just point out, look at all these container trains, but they got the hot merchandise up front. What in the heck is in that tank car that's so hot you're on a hot merchandise like that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, think about it. Like, what could be in a tank car that's on a premium train like that? Oh, here we go.
Oil can.
Nice.
I always found it intriguing, the SD40s, the Southern Pacific SD40s. I don't think those were Dash 2s. I think they were just regular SD40s. Yeah. And they just had a very unique look. The trucks.
Look at
that last look.
September 1983.
That's a Tehachapi engine for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It consisted
nice.
of
See, why can we give guys map like John Hatch is the only one who like spray painted those engines that look that dark.
Yeah.
That dark. You know what I mean? Like they lived in the tunnels back and forth all the time.
Those tunnel motors, it would be cool to see. Everything that's on the layout right now that people model SP, they're not weathered very well. Anybody that brings their SP stuff down, it's the only person that who was down there the other day that actually had an SP train that was weathered, where there was like one clean locomotive, and then the rest of the locomotives were actually weathered, like an SP train, which would be an SP unit lash up. Plus, back in the day, there was like 5 to 6 locomotives on the front of every train, if not more.
And a jade green boxcar from the New York Central.
Oh, here we go.
Nice.
Patched out.
Run by our camera.
You know what? I just had a flashback. I remember when I watched this video. That's why I put it on the playlist, because I liked some of the commentary on some of the. He would point out.
Did you see that Seaboard patched L&N boxcar? That was kind of cool.
No, I didn't notice that.
Paper or wood products
I always like those Hydra Cushion boxcars with the silver roof.
There we go.
Back in the day. Oh, what?
Those tanks? Glenn Maskell, where are you at?
Those are troop transport. What do they call those troop transport
they
tanks?
Call those Amtraks, I thought.
Armored personnel carriers, APCs. Good God. That's a cool lash up.
That is way cool.
And then a giant spool on a depressed flat car?
This is a great train. This is a great train.
The dark blue boxcar is from another lumber short line that was extensively used to film the 1970s.
I do miss, even back in my early days of rail fanning, seeing trains that weren't just all stacks.
Yeah.
You know, and everything has
We can
become
only guess what all the
so
SP and Cotton
uniformal.
boxcars
Yeah.
have inside.
This era
But the
was
reddish all-door boxcar
a
is from
cornucopia
Simpson
of just
Lumber.
ran. Look at that.
Look at that
Easy to
Simpson
guess.
car. That's cool.
That's a neat looking car. What is that? The whole thing opens up? What? Why
Yeah,
did it look like that?
those are the cars that have 4 doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get all aspects of the boxcar. Whereas like most cars have doors in the middle.
Yeah, and you have to when
Yeah.
you roll in with a forklift, it's intriguing to say
This
the
is a cool
least.
train, man. This is really cool.
Man,
This cotton bell, sweet.
Another L&N boxcar.
Yeah, see, L&N
later
patched
another
Seaboard.
Southern boxcar.
See what I mean?
received some
That's
open
cool.
lumber-loaded bulkhead flat
It's
car.
funny how they like patched it. They put the new railroad on it. They just left
this
it
is
dirty.
right at the loop, yeah.
No, this is a tunnel 2.
What?
Yeah.
This is right outside of Bealville, then,
Yeah, Allard. Yeah.
or Allard, yeah. Look at that.
Oh, here you go.
bumper set.
Nice. Cotton bell.
That's kind of intriguing, though. Like, look at there's not a lot of room to the roof there.
No.
Did they ever daylight that?
No, it's still there.
Are they going to daylight it
No, look
soon?
at that CB&Q boxcar. That's sweet. Man, they look very early Burlington Northern. Very cool. This is very
A
cool.
rare car
Frisco.
in green is from the Pennsylvania Short Line, New Hope, and Ivy
What?
Line Railroad.
Look, there's a Great Northern one. Look at those big. Look how those like lumber cars are. Like, those aren't bulkheads. Like, if you slam the slack too hard, all that lumber's coming flying over. You know what I mean?
Oops.
Wow.
That is.
A very early use of protective plastic wrap shows
Yeah,
up
yeah.
here.
No bulkhead flat, or not, sorry,
Those
center
cars,
beam.
yeah.
There's no center beam, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where's the center beams? When did those start coming around? 80s, early 80s?
80s, yeah. Look at that! Look at that gondola. It's a 40-foot gondola.
Filled
A
with
group
coal.
of USLX reporting marks
That looked like
are
coal
on
in it.
these
Yeah.
leased boxcars.
Plug door box cars. This is a hell of a train, man.
This is what's up. Look at all these cars are rad.
Why didn't they ever daylight that tunnel? Aren't they daylighting that tunnel right after Tunnel 10?
Oh, it's still there.
But they have the extra track that goes around it now.
Goes around it. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. SD45 tunnel motor. Ooh.
C30-7.
That's a good looking unit. I always like how they put that red rotator beacon, or not rotator beacon. What is that? Gyro light?
Gyro light. Yeah.
Yeah, 245 There's another 45-2. Those things. Now talk about a 40-2 or 40 tunnel motor.
Oh,
And
look at this thing.
These giant spools.
Whoa, dude! Where are these coming from? Look at those gondolas. They're wild. This is cool, man.
What an era.
I know. Why don't they run stuff like that today?
Don't they, though?
I mean, I do, but not like this. It's like, look at every train's got something wild on it.
Yeah.
It's an empty use. Whoa, this is weird.
Have you seen that video of those empty,
the
empty,
or cotton belt cars.
container-
Auto park car right there. Airplane park car.
container cars, and it's like a bunch of empties towards the front of the train, and yet the rest of the train's loaded, and they just string line?
What's funny is all these loads, and then they have those flat cars in the front. Like, how's that working out?
I don't know, man. But I mean, obviously, that's what. Is it? Those are the kind of things that drive me nuts. There's like video of that container car like just string lining up against the wall. It's on Tehachapi Pass.
Yeah.
And they're just going up the hill, and it's actually close to the head end because it's the camera looking backwards from the engine. Yeah. What the F, man? Who knows how to load a train? Let's go.
Ooh, what's that? That's interesting.
Just a high back gondola. What in the
You
stinking
know what?
poop?
My dad would always tell me, he's like, a lot of these videos they don't show the whole train, and this is kind of cool. You get to see. Like,
Yeah,
show
you're
me the whole
watching
train.
everything that
Yeah.
because they pretty much go about 10 cars deep. They go 10 cars deep, and then now we're at this part of the canyon, and here's another train. It's like, no,
Yeah.
let's see what kind of freight you hauling. Look at that brand new CSX.
Oh, that's a chassis.
What?
That's a chassis. Yeah.
What kind of freight you hauling?
Yeah.
Are you wearing cargo pants? Have you seen that TJ Miller bit where he like asked this dude? He's like, "Oh, I see you're wearing cargo pants. What kind of freight you hauling?" And the guy like talks back. He's like, he's a what do they call that? Special needs. He's like, I wear these because they're comfortable. And TJ Miller just sits there and he's like, okay, so I'm not gonna make fun of this guy.
Right.
He's all like, I just want you all to know right now, I'm not making fun of this guy, and thank you for coming out to my show tonight. This is just so great. More tunnel motors. Surprise. Surprise.
Oh, they're Penn Central. Wow.
Look at this. Rio Grande gondola. Say what you want, man. I love that Rio Grande painted their shit orange. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like just bright orange boxcars, bright orange gondolas, bright orange this, bright orange that. And I always love, like, much like our Railroads Rock logo, which obviously it's on purpose to emulate the Rio Grande, but oh, look at that, an engine pushing on the caboose.
Only one though. Push it hard.
You know, what was the railroad that actually made their cabooses? They put extra I-beams in the caboose. Was it Penn Central or New York Central? Whoever was pushing coal loads over the hill. What was it? What was the railroad that used to? Was it Norfolk and Western?
Or maybe NW?
I don't know, but their cabooses were built like brick shit houses, so you could slam up against them. They put extra frame rails in the caboose, so you could push with like 4 units on this tiny little caboose, and those things were heavy cabooses. Caboose 45 SD 45. I think that's between. Okay, so the Reading lines or Reading line? Reading. Sorry, Reading, the Bumblebee paint scheme.
Yeah,
and then the Delaware and Hudson gray and blue paint scheme, and then the Southern Pacific 45-2 have to be my favorite. Or not 45-2, just regular SD45. The paint scheme, the Southern Pacific Bloody Nose on a 45. Those are my 3 favorite SD45 paint schemes. Surprisingly not Santa Fe Yellow Bonnet, though.
Really?
Something about it bothered me.
This is a loaded train downhill. Look at these helpers coming up. It's like 5 or 6 of them.
And all those coils in the gondolas. Brand new railgons.
Oh, yeah. It was a heavy train.
Like not even, there's no weathering on those things. That's a rarity to see I don't think there's one gondola I've seen in the last 10 years that doesn't look like it's been just beaten to shit. Yeah. Gondolas on the railroad now look like a old beer can.
Yeah.
like a reused beer can.
They don't really build new gondolas much anymore. You know? Look at these guys. Here comes the helpers.
You can hear the helper set.
Look at the arched lettering on that DF boxcar.
They are normally 100-foot film reels that lasted about 3.5 minutes.
Crusoe ties. Holy smokes!
U-boats. Look at that. That's a string of U-boats.
One.
Or no, those are
those
were
cut
Bs.
out the best part.
Those look like B-23-7s or B-30-7s.
Yes, they were.
So shooting in color movie
check.
film was challenging and required knowing how many.
Sorry, I was just making sure we're still recording.
Of course, it goes out right when the helpers go by.
Explains why most filmers would shoot the locomotives and a few cars and shut the camera off until the caboose was in view.
He's talking about what you were just talking about.
Right.
Of course,
well, he's not wrong, but
what the hell, man? It's like today is a day of like the universe just kind of conspiring.
I have to remember that, like when I was a little kid, we should watch some of my dad's videos that he filmed in the 90s. He would tell me the same thing. He's like, "Son, we can only film so much because I'm gonna have to swap the videotapes out."
Film, yeah.
The film,
or yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. Wow.
You should bring some of your pop stuff over.
We gotta it's digitized. We gotta get it online.
Should we watch the Impossible Railroad documentary?
We should.
And talk. It wouldn't be talking shit though. It'd be commenting on stuff.
No, we should talk.
We should VR that.
We should watch it. Yeah.
All right.
It's okay, man. It's all right. It doesn't need it.
Your dad did an amazing job. That's one of my favorite. In the last year, I think I've watched it twice.
That's a great video.
He did a great job on doing the history, going back and forth.
That's a family thing. My mom was involved in that too.
I think your family did a great job on putting that together. Fun fact: if you get a chance, we're gonna let's put the link on that Let's virtual Railfan that next time.
Let's do it.
And you can watch it before we virtual Railfan. Hang on, let's take a second. This is that's so rad. Just a power move with just a caboose.
Cab hop.
Oh, it's got the old vents over the what is that, dynamic brake or not? You know what I mean. I just love that cupola. Cupola. How do you say it? Cupola. Now there's a. What do you do with the caboose? Where's the caboose?
This must be a different. Oh, it's the same one.
Where's the caboose?
No, I lied. Different one.
That's what I said. Lost it. I think the caboose. Give him a Wisconsin accent, Evan. I think we let the caboose back there with the cheese wheels.
Yeah. Where's my cheese at? The fuck out of here.
What is that? That's a more like New York or super. What is Chicago?
Chicago's like a blend of East and West. It's got its own.
So imagine walking.
I can't remember because I used to talk like it and then I let it go because I don't live there anymore.
Chicago sucks.
No, Chicago's cool. I just don't live there.
I'm so joking, man. I love Chicago. Some of my best rail fanning moments were right outside Chicago.
I wish I would have got to spend more time there. I really do.
8 units. See what I'm seeing? And there's still a Santa Fe freight, that pinstripe freight. That is...
Whoa, that is weird. That is way weird.
That is cool.
Those small little engines.
That's also one thing that I liked about Santa Fe, old school Santa Fe, is they utilized so much 4-axle power.
Oh, yeah.
Like going over... I remember John Ball with his train set. He would have like 4 Jeep 38-2s, 2 Jeep 30s, 2 Jeep 35s, 1 Jeep 18 or whatever, and then a Jeep 7U because all of his shit was brass. So this is pre-Athearn doing the Jeep 7s, but we got brand new tank car, all nice and shiny, and the other 3 are just like 4, just like, ugh.
Yep.
Well, look at that. A little bit of... They couldn't run double stacks over the hill, could they? Until they dropped...
lowered the floors in the tunnel. Yeah. But this is way before double stacks. This is the 70s, man. Or maybe the 80s, early 80s.
20-foot containers. Look, you got that. I love that. I loved the old Santa Fe, their trailer train. That paint scheme. It had the logo on the back, logo on the front, and it had that cool, like, it was like Santa Fe of the... Welcome to the future of Santa Fe.
Loaded trucks.
John Deere. Look at that.
Is it John Deere or Deere John?
I have a John Deere train. Yeah. Or not a train. I have 8 John Deere cars. They're up at my buddy... Manolo. Remember I told you the golf dude?
Yeah. Well, Johnny hasn't heard of.
Yeah, he's. I built his layout in his house, and I gave him my John Deere train because he liked it so much. I was like, "You can keep it, dude." I was like, "It's on lease, though."
Push your curve.
And I think we're coming up on.
Let's wrap it after this train. Let's do it.
It's weird. It's recorded anyway.
Let's just wrap it after this train. It'll be good.
Yeah, I love the Santa Fe orange.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lifelike train set right after I bought my. It was by Bachman. Was the heavy hauler? It was just a single circle track. That was. Oh look, 10 spine.
Wow.
10 spine impacts.
Back where there's a visible
I used to have 2 of those. I bought them off of Buck. Remember when Buck had his spine train?
Yeah.
Anyways, that's why I bought him off him. I was like, "Can I have
this?" This is 90s right here.
Those were 10-car impacts. Yeah. Oh, this is definitely... No, this is late 80s. This is like...
No, it's not. No, it's
this
not.
is like 89...
No.
Okay, this is like 90...
92, 93.
No, 89, 90, 91 was those first run of red cars, and those look brand new.
Dude dubbed these down to make us look old. Look at the low headlight on those locomotives.
Well, there's still an SE24.
Yeah. Torpedoes.
The next scene will be up on a siding at Cliff.
Those were all gone by 92. So this has to be like 92 or
all the scenic hills
before.
And valleys. It is doubtful that access to many of these locations is now allowed.
Thanks, Cliff. All right, having said that, we're going to leave you guys here. We really appreciate you guys tuning in to Railroads Rock Show. Happy birthday to Evan last week.
Thank you.
And until the next time, keep subscribing, stay in touch. We appreciate your direct messages, but start sending stuff to the YouTube page, comment, and all that stuff. So, because I want Evan to see it, because I don't want to have to text him every time you guys send me something on my Railroads and Rock and Roll Instagram. But I'm sure you get stuff too. Don't you have people add you? You've had at least one person add you because of the show.
Had a couple. Yeah, like a few.
Oh, braggadocious are we? Anyways, so please, follow me at Railroads and Rock and Roll on Instagram, or Evan at
Michigan Subdivision.
And thank you for tuning in for one more week of Railroads Rock. Never forget that your most important signal
It's going to be your next one.
So we'll see you next time, guys.